Welcome to Building a Character, where I'm going to be building your favorite characters using Pathfinder and Spheres of Power. Check the description for the character sheet, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications. Today we'll be building Eren Jaeger from the Attack on Titan or Shingeki no Kyojin series. This build will be based on where the anime is currently. I am personally caught up in the manga, but I'll keep manga spoilers to a 0 if possible. What are the goals of this build? The first goal, these hands. Eren, in his Titan form, seems to be a master combatant when it comes to giving people the hands, so we'll be focusing on that. The second goal, Titan shifting. Obviously, it wouldn't be Attack on Titan if Eren didn't become a Titan. Anime spoilers if you're not caught up in Season 1, I guess. The third goal, Titan control. We saw a glimpse of this at the end of Season 2, if I remember correctly. We're going to make use of that. On to race. Eren is a human, quote unquote. But personally, I would take half orc to gain access to the powerful build feat, which will allow your hands to count as one size bigger. That'll come in handy later. But it's up to you. Take a +2 to strength, enjoy the bonus feat, and the skilled race feature. The feat at this level will be muscular reflexes. No improved initiative this time. There'll be a little bit of multi-classing. Next, we're going into stats. I'll be using 15 point buy, but roll for stats if your DM will allow it. First will be strength and constitution at 14. You need to be able to hit hard and need to be able to take the hits. Levi uses you as a punching bag for as long as I can remember, and you have really good healing, so we'll also be adding that in later. Next will be dexterity at 13. You don't need it. Next will be wisdom at 12. It's a bit low, but Eren is hot-headed, and he doesn't think too far ahead until much later into the show anyway, so it fits his character. Last will be intelligence and charisma. Until the final season, he couldn't talk his way out of a room, let alone do half of anything that's possible in that show if he wasn't the main character. Plus, Mikasa basically handles all of the physical work while Armin handles all the thinking, so he's kind of just there with the Titan form. We'll kick things off with the first level of Striker. You get an AC and a CMD bonus equal to your Constitution modifier if you are not immobilized, helpless, wearing medium or heavy armor. This does stack with unarmored training. Make sure you take that. You will gain the open hand sphere, brute sphere, or boxing sphere for free. Take your pick. You also gain access to tension and tension techniques. You gain the improved unarmed strike feat for free, and at this level, our first feat will be power attack. I created a custom martial tradition for this build. If your DM does not allow you to make custom ones, look for one that'll fit. It's called the Titan Shifter Tradition. You'll gain unarmed training and force redirection technique from the equipment sphere. You'll also take the Berserker and Brute spheres for free. Force redirection allows you to use your strength modifier up to a max of 3, plus half your BAB in place of your dexterity for AC. Your dexterity is low and you won't be pumping it too much, so take this over that. Second level Striker gain access to a Striker Art. You'll be using this to gain Iron Body. By spending 2 tension, and for every 2 tension you spend after that, you gain 3 DR/dash. Level 20, you'll have probably 7 or 8 tension, if I remember correctly. So spend all of it to gain a massive amount of DR/dash until the end of your next turn. Let's move on to the first level of Martial Shifter. Now you gain a caster level, 2 magic talents, and, surprisingly, you have blended training, which allows you to replace a magic talent with a combat talent. You gain the Alteration sphere for free and Wild Empathy. The Alteration sphere will be how we'll do our Titan shifting. The feat at this level will be Furious Focus. You can also create a casting tradition here. I didn't make one, that'll be entirely up to you. Second level martial shifters gain access to the quick transformation class feature. If you are a regular shifter, you would have gotten this at level 1, but we needed martial shifter for those combat talents. Stat increase at this level will be +1 dexterity and +1 strength. Third level martial shifters gain the endurance bonus feat. The feat at this level, not endurance, will be unorthodox unarmed training. This allows you to pick 2 spheres that are not normally unarmed progression and treat them as if they were unarmed progression. Take the equipment sphere and the berserker sphere. Now, every sphere you have, probably, will grant you unarmed progression. There's a chart for it in the Striker page. I will be sure to link that in the description below. Fourth level martial shifters gain their first bestial trait. Grab quick healing for some Titan levels of healing. As a free action, once per round, you may heal up to 5 hit points as if you had the fast healing ability. You may heal 5 hit points per day in this manner for every 2 shifter levels you possess. You also gain Lingering Transformation, which allows your transformation to last for half your shifter level of additional rounds without concentrating or spending a spell point before it ends. Your natural and unarmed attacks are also treated as magic weapons thanks to the Enhanced Attacks class feature that you gain at this level. 5th level martial shifters gain the Steel Language class feature. Don't worry too much about it, you'll probably never use it. The feat at this level will be Vital Strike. 6th level martial shifters gain another bestial trait. You'll take Pounce. It's not important, but if you want full attacks after a charge, it's always a nice thing to have. Stat increase at this level will be +1 Constitution and +1 Strength. 7th level martial shifters gain access to the Enhanced Physicality class feature. You gain a +2 inherent bonus to your Constitution score. This increases to +4 at 13th level and +6 at 19th level. Your enhanced attacks now change from magic to cold iron/silver for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction. The feat at this level will be Devastating Strike. 8th level martial shifters gain immunity to poison. Simple enough. You also gain another bestial trait. It's an open one. I don't have any recommendations for this level. 9th level martial shifters gain Extended Transformation. Whenever you spend a spell point to allow your shapeshifting to continue without concentration, the effect lasts for 10 minutes rather than 1 minute per shifter level. The feat at this level will be Devastating Strike. 10th level martial shifters gain another bestial trait. This one is very important. Take Melded Equipment. Now all of your active magic items on your character will transfer over into your shapeshifted form. So now you're a Titan with magic items. Your enhanced attacks also now change from cold iron/silver to chaotic for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction. Stats increase at this level will be +1 Constitution and +1 Wisdom. 11th level martial shifters gain Boundless Communication. You may understand and be understood by any creature with a language. The feat at this level will be Improved Vital Strike. 12th level martial shifters gain access to the Immunity to Disease class feature. Simple enough. You also gain another bestial trait. Take a combat talent. The next few levels of bestial traits will be combat talents just to kind of round out the builds. That's what I like to do. 13th level martial shifters gain another level of enhanced physicality. That should be +4 to your constitution now. The feat at this level will be an extra combat talent. 14th level martial shifters gain access to another bestial trait. Extra combat talent as always. The stat increase at this level will be +1 strength and +1 wisdom. 15th level martial shifters gain access to the Endless Communication class feature. You may communicate and understand any living creature, even those without languages, such as animals and plants. You'll probably never use this, but it's a nice thing to have. The feat at this level will be Greater Vital Strike. 16th level martial features gain another bestial trait. Take a combat talent. Your enhanced attacks now change from chaotic to adamantine for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction. 17th level martial shifters gain the Greater Transformation class feature. Whenever you spend a spell point to increase the amount of time that you can shapeshift without concentrating, it is now an hour per level. So by this level, the feat at this level is extra combat talent. Our end will be the 18th level of martial shifter. You gain access to another bestial trait. Take a combat talent to finish things off. The final stat increase will be +1 strength and +1 wisdom. With the nature of this build, we are focusing on Eren's Titan form, obviously, and him in his human form is about as useful as Marco was in the first season or 3D maneuver gear is in an open field. If you want to have 3D maneuver gear, take a small dip into the tech sphere, pick up the grappling hooks, and take a dip into the dual wielding sphere so you can dual wield long swords while you zip around and, transform into a Titan at the beginning of combat, because why wouldn't you? Let's move on to pros and cons of this build. For the pros, you have some insane damage potential and some actually crazy combos. In case you don't feel like full attacking, what you can do with the open hand sphere, just the open hand sphere, is sweep for your move action, which will knock them prone should it succeed its hit. Then you would hit them. If your hit succeeds, and since your sweep succeeded, now with Axe Kick, your first hit does 2 times your strength modifier on top of your damage. Your damage, if you are just huge, is 4d6 times 4 at this level. Right after that first hit, you would use snap kick, which is what you gain from having them be knocked prone by your sweep. After using snap kick, you would use rippling blows. That is 3 punches in a single round while they are also knocked prone. So they're also taking that prone damage. When they get up, they provoke another attack of opportunity. There is another talent called spinning heel kick, if I remember correctly. With that, once they're knocked prone, you can use another one of your attacks of opportunity to hit a target that is within your reach near that first target. So now you're attacking 2 enemies. The second enemy only gets hit once though, but you're attacking 2 enemies in a single round with multiple punches. It's actually insane. Second pro, you have 34 AC and all of it is touch AC. So you essentially can dodge bullets if their bonuses aren't high enough. On top of that, your magic items now transfer into your transformation at level 10. Remember that because that's going to be very important. The third one, you can upgrade your Titan form and give others Titan forms with the Alteration sphere. Should you actually gain an extra 2 caster levels in the Alteration sphere through implements, you would be at level 20. You would be at a caster level of 20 in the Alteration sphere. At level 20, you gain access to be able to increase your size to Colossal. On top of that, if you took oversized weapons from the equipment sphere, you have Colossal +1 hands in terms of damage. If you took powerful build, you have Colossal +2 hands. If you took if you go with that, that's actually insane. By that point, I think that's 16d8 damage, if I remember correctly. I'm probably wrong, but if I remember correctly. For cons, you don't have level 20 shifter, so you don't get the second skin class feature, which is actually a really good class feature. I'll put it into the description below. Your initiative bonus is +2. Unless you get an extra feat, you're probably going to be going last. So you have to draw the line somewhere. And the last con is that you are going to be a massive target. You are huge or colossal. So you are going to be a very massive target, and that 34 AC does not include the penalties to being that size. So you have to keep that in mind. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please comment below and let me know what I can improve on. I'll see you in the next one.